Go Crying to Walk In podcast. I'm Chef Cholo. You already know. Today I got a very special guest, a brother from another mother, someone that worked with me a long time ago, doing a lot of hot things out there. Chef Marc Anthony Bynum, welcome, brother.
What's going on?
It's good to see you, man.
It's good to see you too,
It's all good, right?
Yeah.
Now, so far, a lot of guests that I've had in here, I sit around, I tell a lot of stories of like how we was. Like, for me and you, it was quick, you know what I mean? Like, I'll tell a little story of how I met Mark. Another colleague of mine, a kid that worked for me since high school, his kid's name's Chris Carpenter.
Good dude.
A really, really solid guy. Went to the BOCES system in high school for cooking, same as myself. Came to work for me for a little while as a younger person, came back to work for me later on in his life. And he had mentioned to me, I have a friend that we went to BOCES together. He's looking for a job. And, I'm, like I said to Nick a minute ago, somebody looking for a job, we bring him on. We bring him on. Mm-hmm. Now, at that point for me, I was kind of like already in like a GM spot over there. So I wasn't working in the kitchen every day. So I didn't have a total interaction with you. And, I just remember one thing. It was like when you came in, I know we had a need. I knew like
we needed a purchasing department.
We needed a purchasing department. We needed a steward. And, you had a head on your shoulders. And I was like, you know what? Why don't we try this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you did that and you did it awesome for us for a long time. And then I didn't hear from you. You know what I mean? It was like it went blank. And then I opened up the Newsday one day. And there's this giant article from you at Tellers. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, like, you inspired me for so long. Like, I never had a mentor. You know what I'm saying? So, yes.
You had your mama.
Yeah, I had my mom. I had my chef, Dan Doherty. But, like, one time I opened up the paper and it was you with the cover too.
Our chef could beat up your chef.
Yes, my chef could beat, bro.
I wish I could put that on the screen
bro,
right now.
You're going to have to, because my next one that I want to do is My Chef Could Beat Your Chef.
You want to do a remake?
Yes, because the one that Tellers did is a remake from another chef that had it there. And you inspired me. Bro, look at the glasses that I rock. Like, you always fresh.
Come on.
And Chris Carpenter, great dude. I really didn't cook there, but it was impactful. It was impactful because I saw you go from being just a cook, just a chef, to now you were running the spot.
Walking around with a suit on.
You was walking around with a suit on. And I was just like, this is your food, but your people ain't producing your food. Like,
right.
So,
right.
It's different.
It was a new transition for me.
Yeah.
It was the first time that ever happened for me. And, it was great. It was a big company. We had concerts. And,
it's a different beast. But,
it was different.
And I know that's why I continue to stay in contact with you, because where you were, that's where I wanted to be. And I don't have a problem saying it. The Carpenter, he went to culinary school. He took a different path.
Yeah,
I never went to culinary school. I went straight to work.
Right in it.
So everything
Which
that I've
turns
learned,
out to be the best school.
Yeah, everything that I've learned has been on the job training. But you and I both know nobody really wants to teach you shit.
Not really.
So you got to just go at it yourself.
For me, and that's been actually an error for me in the past, where I've actually trained the people that work for me too good,
and then that happens.
It happens.
But you can't. Yeah, all my guys, they have their own places. It
happens, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they're like, "Yeah, we're just gonna have Johnny and Jimmy do it. We don't need you anymore," which is cool. It happens. Whatever. We move on. You know what I mean? We go.
We move up.
I ain't free from that.
No.
Now, you are so in depth with all of the things that you're doing. So listen, we're gonna start early. Still, we're gonna talk about things like Four and John Brill. You know what I mean? What was your experience with Johnny? Yeah.
To me, you're like a different power level of JB.
A lot of people say we're the same.
Because yes and no. You know what I'm saying? I love John because if you wanted to learn how to take two things out of a bottle and put them into something else, not a problem. You were different. Like you created your food, like from scratch.
Yeah.
Even when I was at the Vanderbilts, I was just like, yo, who's the dude that created this shit?
We were doing different things.
Yes. Like wrapping the filet with the it was different. It was innovative at that time, and I was just like,
it was good when you got no budget.
Yeah, but when I But when I wanted to learn from you, you were gone. So I didn't have that.
Yeah.
I didn't have that.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah,
It's just
it
there.
turned out great. So that's, for me, it was just always endeavoring to cook with people, even when I was at 4. So I was at 4, JB was there. It was a great experience. But then James, I wanted to learn from James McDevitt. And then when they brought him in, they was just like, it's time for you to go.
Right.
Like, I brought them to a point.
Now James is back he's with Bolson's now.
JB, yeah.
He's the man at Bolson,
Yeah.
right? He's the corporate chef, right?
He's the I think so. Like,
something like that, right?
Because every time I see him, he on vacation, but...
So you went from 4 to Tellers. That was the transition.
Yeah, I went from 4. I went from 4. From 4, I went to Long Beach. I tried to open up my own spot.
Okay.
780 Beach, which was John Brill's old spot.
Okay. That was.
It's
right.
yeah.
Right.
So right over there, and then we were starting to make some good bread. And my partner on a flight from New York to Florida, I told him, just go in there and sign the papers, bro. We already paid them. Just go sign the papers.
Couldn't do it.
I lost the restaurant on a flight, bro.
Oh my God.
On a flight.
But then new doors open up.
Yeah, always.
Always.
You gotta listen. We've had good deals, we've had bad deals, but you gotta get back to what you love. You gotta get back to what you do, and that's food. That's it.
What do you say? Food speaks.
Yeah, I just
Let's
listen.
hear it. You just listen.
Yeah, I just listen. Like right now, and it goes through its phases with me. Like noodle. Like, so we were at 4, then it was barbecue, then it was the ribs on the cover of O. Like there's been
let's talk
so
about
many.
that for a minute. This is a guy.
I just glaze over it. Like, I don't talk about it ever.
This is a guy that cooked for Oprah's girl, Gail, right?
Yeah.
Now, like, how did that come about?
So it was the second time that I cooked for her. The first time it was in Hearst Court. I had just opened up the restaurant. So I wanted to do my ribs, so I cooked it for her.
No, this is at Husk, or this is...
No, this is at Hush.
At
so
Hush,
I did Hush
yeah.
at her. I did Hush at Hearst Court. And
Now,
then,
what is that? What is that?
Hearst. Hearst is the big company in the city. They,
Okay.
the magazine and all of that.
Oh,
good
so
stuff.
you were like a corporate chef there?
No, I just came in to do a day.
Just to do a day?
Yeah. So.
And how'd they find out about you?
Well, I coached the security's son.
Okay, because there's always an angle, baby.
You gotta have a plug.
You gotta have a plug, man.
You gotta have a plug.
You
So
gotta
that's
work it.
Yeah, so
because you're a big
that's
football player, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
High
used
school
to-
football player.
No,
Right?
I didn't play in high school. I played semi-pro.
Oh, that's what it was. Semi-pro. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Still staying buff, bro.
Nah, you gotta slim down, bro. I'm like 20. Actually, I'm like 80 pounds light. Nobody tells you when you're getting fat, bro.
I just lost 100 pounds.
Nobody tells you we're getting fat. I just lost
Doctor
like 60.
told me.
Yeah.
Handed me a bottle of pills. So I was like, you know what? I ain't feeling all these pills, man.
Yeah, you gotta change up. But our industry is such where,
It's evil, bro.
yeah, you just on the go. No self-love, no self-care. It's
Well, that's
like-
what it is.
Yeah.
It's devices, and it's like, I never stop eating at work. I mean, and even today I diet a lot. But what I don't do is go after the thing. Like, I don't stop at Taco Bell and I don't stop at 7-Eleven, and
No,
I'll do that
I don't stop at Taco
consecutively.
Bell. It just comes to me now because I just ordered this shit.
The only thing I really like at Taco Bell is Baja Blast. That soda, you can't buy that soda. I'm a big soda guy. I mean, I can't drink soda anymore because it's wicked for my weight.
I'm really not a soda dude. But they used to have they used to call it the bacon cheeseburger burrito.
No, I never had that.
See?
Fire?
Fire, bro.
I mean, I do a bacon cheeseburger burrito,
Yo,
obviously.
Taco Bell, and then they stopped. Remember, at one point, TacoEll just stopped having bacon, so they took away the bacon cheeseburger
I don't even
burrito.
remember they had bacon at Taco Bell.
Yes, bro. Maybe it was just in the hood, but they had a bacon. I'm not lying. Bacon cheeseburger burrito. Y'all better look it up. Taco Bell.
All fire. No
Fire.
Baja Blast, but they have Baja Blast.
Yeah, nah.
I'm addicted to soda. Did I say that?
Yes.
And those little apple empanada joints. Those little apple
Yeah.
pie
See,
joints.
I was a McDonald's. Actually, no. I was a McDonald's shake, and then you had to go right next door to Taco Bell.
You get the shake at Mickey D's.
Stuff it in the fucking.
Oh my god,
Bro.
I've been known to do that at Shake Shack. Dip the burger in the in the shake.
The empanadas are much better.
I can imagine. It's
At Taco
apple.
Bell.
It's apple. Yeah.
And then
you remember when McDonald's? I mean, you're
Yes.
a lot younger than me, but you remember when McDonald's had a fried.
they
pie.
had the fried pie. This baked crap that
No
don't.
good.
Nah, no good.
No
bro.
good, B.
Because that's why I started to go over to get the empanadas.
I can imagine because it was like a mini version.
Yeah. Ding.
Do they have them still at the Taco Bell?
I don't think so.
Wife don't let me go.
No, they got those. They got those freaking.
I had my
twisty
son's
twists,
no
those
good.
center twists.
Yeah, no, those joints are no good. Man.
I gotta get them though.
You know what I'm in love with right now? Ralph's Italian Ice. Well, it's almost done. I'm getting all my Ralphs right now. Watermelon on the bottom, apple on top, green apple on top.
Peanut butter finishes the bottom.
Dude, I can't do the
then-
cream ice. I'm
Yes.
on a diet, man.
Sorry.
But I did recently have the peanut butter Oreo one they have. Blew my mind.
I get the Oreo ice cream with the peanut butter on the
Oh
bottom.
my god.
I had that before I came here.
You did not.
Yeah, well, you
they
know.
close early now. I sent my kid out at
It's
9:30.
totally
They were
okay.
closed already.
No, because
Maybe not in the hood.
No, because the pie hole, my new spot, is right in front of a
Are
Ralph's.
we
So I
going to
got
get
the
to the
plug.
pie hole already?
Nah, we
We're
don't
gonna-
have to.
we're gonna get to
well, you
that.
said Ralph's. I thought
I
you were
know.
segueing.
We're going to get to that because I'm like in love with the name. Because you see, I'm into details. You know what I mean? I'm in love with that name.
Yes.
But listen, let's talk a little bit about how does a guy get so into ramen? Because listen, ramen is a thing now, and when you were getting into it, it was a thing, but it wasn't a thing on Long Island.
it wasn't.
You know, and it was, what's the guy's name? Ivan,
Yeah,
was in Chelsea Market, and
Shit is fire.
Sun Noodles was getting a
Noodle.
name. You know what I mean?
Momofuku.
Momofuku, Crush.
But like, I went to Cali just for ramen ya, bro. Like,
Really?
Yes,
You went
but-
out there just to hit the ramen.
just to hit the
yacht.
ramen. But Moo Ramen in Long Island City, Jackson Avenue, it was the best ramen in my
Now, was that
life.
related to your Moo Burger?
No.
No, that's a totally different
Totally
thing.
different dude. Totally different
Is that
dude.
Moo Burger still around?
Yes, it is.
Those are your people, right?
240 Court Street.
Now, Brooklyn was nothing then that it is now,
No.
right? Brooklyn's
You could. They
wild,
walk
man.
around and at like 3:00 in the morning. They
couldn't.
be jogging.
You couldn't.
They be jogging in Brooklyn. I be like, it's still best time, mama. You better get home.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Recently,
but
I
Moo-
st-
Moo's
recently
there
I
at
st-
12 years, bro.
Moo is 12 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Recently, I stayed at the William Vale Hotel in Williamsburg,
Mm-hmm.
and I had some amazing food all over. Everywhere I went was amazing. Lily, have you ever been
Yeah.
there? Oh my God.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing good food, bro.
Yeah, and that
Not out here.
No. Well, there's some. My man at Husk and Vine was just in
Yes.
here. He's fire. Restoration Kitchen in Lindenhurst, super fire. You know,
Lamani Comac.
You like it? I haven't been yet. I've been to Lamani and Roslyn a few times.
Blackbird.
Blackbird. And what now is Blackbird Donuts and Blackbird the same company?
Nah, I don't think
It's
so.
not.
But Blackbird.
Blackbird LI, fire.
Bro. And they just took over the spot in Woodbury, too. I'm plugging them.
Where in Woodbury?
They took over
Because that's right by
Tom's
me.
spot. They took over.
Oh, the fish, cool fish.
No, not Tom Chardell. What the hell was it? Roots, Rustic Roots.
Oh, Rustic Root. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's going to be called.
I think they took over the kitchen.
And what's it going to be called?
I think it should be called Blackbird.
Really?
I've never had a bad meal there.
Super fire, man.
I've never had a bad
Never.
cocktail. Yeah, and if I tell you your spot is fire,
It's there.
it's there. Because I've gone 7 or 8 times. It's been consistent.
I see. You definitely,
don't-
you're out there. You're
Yeah.
doing it. You're good because you got 2 younger kids still. You got an older one like me, but
Yeah.
you still got 2 little ones. And I see you doing, you know what I mean? I see you
You
taking the
gotta-
girl and the boy out there,
Yeah.
letting them understand. Because for me, growing up, I never relaxed on what my kids ate. I made sure they ate all different, like as babies. First of all, I never bought baby food in a jar or anything. I made every bit of baby food. And I would buy fish. I would buy Chilean sea
That's what I
bass, and
would-
I would puree it into a puree, and I would
That's
give it to
Isaiah.
them in a spoon.
That's
You
my
know what I
middle-
mean?
That's my middle boy.
Their palates are they don't, like, listen, family meal in a place like Crest Hollow, we have 300 employees. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
family meal is not always the most extravagant thing, but like something that will fill you up and
Yeah.
and always tasty, but not like white kids look at it,
It's
they
a
don't-
different- it's a
they
different
don't even
thing.
know what to do.
Yeah.
My sons, they grab a plate, they fill it up. I see them with the people. Every day they're eating family
Has
meal.
to,
That
has
really
to.
makes me proud. I'll
Yeah.
tell you right now that they can't say, "Oh, can we just get a chick?" Because they're the chef's son and get whatever they want, I guess. You know? Oh, can we just get chicken fingers? No, they don't ask for anything.
Nah, well,
family meal.
My oldest works the truck. My oldest works
seen
the
that,
truck.
man. I
My
love
middle,
that.
he came to the pie hole. You know what I'm saying? And I had sodas that were sitting there for like 2 weeks. My oldest didn't touch them.
He don't want to clean up. He don't want to put them away.
Nah, because he's too busy. I think he separates the truck and the restaurant. Meanwhile, everything is just
all
one, bro.
one unit.
It's all one. So my middle comes in, just starts to putting his stuff away. Puts on the apron. I show him how to put on the apron. He was just like, do it. Tie it to the back. I was like, yo, get in the bathroom. I was like, I got a couple of boxes in there. Boom. He starts to work. My daughter says, can I get a piece of pizza? She sits down.
And the two little ones, like your oldest one, Chris, he does look a lot more like your wife.
Yeah.
Your ex-wife. But those two little ones look like you spit them right out, brother.
That's me.
You look like you spit them right out, son. Give me right here.
Yeah.
That's power, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
because, you see my boys.
Yeah.
I do 2 boys at a time, you know what I mean? I go in, 2 boys come out.
Yeah, that's it.
Some people keep trying, they can't get 1 boy, but that's me.
Nah.
That's me.
Wow.
So, listen, I follow you heavy on Instagram. I'm a graduate of Culinary Institute. And,
Yeah.
And I spend time up there. Who's that chef that I see you? Brandon
Walker.
This guy is really lighting it up there. Let's talk. I don't like to get off you because you
nah.
are the man here now.
No.
But you turn me on to things, and I want you to know.
B. Walker can cook, bro.
And that's now that town, because of the Culinary Institute of America, has exploded. What is that little town called?
Poughkeepsie.
Wapping. Oh, it's not Wappingers Falls. It's in Poughkeepsie, right?
Yeah, and he might be Wappingers Falls, and the stuff that he does out of
because
there.
Poughkeepsie, when I went to school, that was another place you ran through. You didn't walk through.
No, and but they started.
That was the hood.
Yeah, it still is the hood. Bro.
If we needed weed, that's where we went to buy it. You know what
Speaking
I'm
of
talking
weed,
about? We're gonna get into that because I
Yeah.
see you now. All right, let's just go into that. I see you playing with the infusions and stuff. What do you think the future is for us? Because listen, in California, it took a long time.
Yes.
For this, again, there's edibles and there's all those little things and there's candies and whatever, but it took a long time for it to be a sit-down thing where food and cannabis and drinking cannabis and these
Cocktails
things became
is
a thing. It's starting to move on Long Island like this now, and it's not even really legal.
It's not really legal, but that's what the private events are for. That's what elevated dinners are for.
That's what I'm talking about.
So elevated dinners, and then I have an event tomorrow. If you hit me up, I would love for you to come through.
I would like to do that.
And it's in Oceanside. And it's all locally grown, bro.
So somebody hired you to go cook with them, or you're going to like an event where there's a bunch of different cats doing something?
This is an event where a bunch of cats are doing something. I'm doing the food, so the pie hole will be there.
Doing their pizza thing.
Doing the pizza thing, yo.
I love the pie hole.
Yeah,
man.
it's just
shut your pie hole.
Yeah, hush your pie hole. Open your pie hole.
The marketing is endless right now. Look at this guy right here.
And it's
endless.
It's like if you'd have thought about.
I need a hat right now that says.
I know.
I'm working,
bro. I'm working on the logos. I got like 4 logos I want to put up.
Who's your guy? I see you working with that clothing guy.
My clothing boy
in Babylon. I see you working with a guy.
That's my boy Anton. That's my cousin. All of them.
We're giving shout outs all over here
Fashion
right
Lab.
now.
Yeah.
Fashion Lab. That's what I'm talking about.
Fashion Lab. It's on Sunrise Highway.
So you got I'm Fashion clothes,
Lab.
Bro.
Yes, me too. I just like graphic tees.
I can wear stuff.
Just give me a graphic tee, bro, and some chuckers.
That's the big thing,
That's
right?
Mm-hmm.
I need comfortable pants. I need sweatpants or shorts.
Yeah.
I've been wearing skinny jeans that I lost weight, but they ain't comfortable, man.
No, bro.
You can't find a regular pair of jeans.
No.
It's the truth.
You can't find a microwave in the store either.
Is that right? I never looked for one lately. I got a few at Crest Hollow on the shelf.
No. You can't find a fryer in the store. Like, I just wanted a regular fryer. There's an air fryer. I was just like, yo.
I'm going to say today on the Go Crying to Walk In podcast that I never used the air fryer and I never will.
I can't say I never will, bro. Because they might come through with the sponsorship, bro.
You're right. You leave it open.
I got to teach you, bro. You got to leave it. Exactly.
Right. I'm sorry. You know what? I think I'm going to buy an air fryer
tomorrow, bro. You better do a demo.
I'm going to have to do a demo at the crib.
We could X that out. Just save it for later. Word.
But what about this? There's a Chinese restaurant that does everything in the air fryer. No, this Mogul. You been there? All right, are we going to go there or not? Because you don't have to if you don't want. I never been there, but your girl Erica Marcus, she writes it up. She likes it.
That's what's up.
She writes it up. She's like, she loves it. I don't know. She's always talking about Mogu.
That's what's up.
Okay, all right. I'm going to have to stop. I mean, listen.
What did he say? I plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth. So we're gonna move on from there. Like I said,
I love Chinese, and just right now, my Chinese food spot left because they did what they had to do. They put their kids through school.
And they're gone.
I don't have a Chinese food spot, bro.
What about the new guy in Hicksville? What's it called? Super Fire.
Is it like Chinese
It's
food?
real Chinese food. Yeah, it's super good. They have a new Taiwan spot in Hicksville. Hicksville's becoming the new Flushing.
Yeah.
They can't afford to be in Flushing anymore.
Nah, everything is
Rent's
expensive,
crazy.
bro.
What about Korean corn dogs? You down? It's like cheese though, and a
Yeah.
corn dog.
Yes and no.
I had some good ones. I had some bad
Exactly.
ones.
That's what it's the yes and the no.
Ugly donuts and corn dogs in Flushing. Fire.
Heard that.
I was at the Met. I went to opening day at the Mets, and I went after that. It was awesome. It was awesome. Now, let's we got off track a little bit because I really want to talk a little bit more about Husk, and I want to talk about, how you. And again, this is stuff that was not happening, and now that's everywhere.
Yeah.
Like
Talk about it.
Bar programs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there were
Again,
no.
It wasn't on Long Island.
There
It
were
was
no
Manhattan.
bespoke. There were no bespoke programs. There was no chef-driven restaurants. Like we could talk about
On
like,
Long Island? No, not really. It was
900,
all,
988 square feet changed the landscape of culinary on Long Island. You could say it, you could not say it, and the person that did it just so happened to be the person that you like.
I'm
It's me.
talking to right now.
If it wasn't me, and if it was you, explosion, you would be everywhere.
No. Now, how was it being like? Because this is what I do like about it. You dare again. They used to say you dare to be different, but you do dare to be different. Like I brought some friends to your restaurant one time when it was in Huntington, and they don't go out. They go out and they're not farmers by any means. You know what I mean? They know stuff. And they go in a restaurant, and she wants a Kettle One, and he wants a Hennessy, and they were disappointed. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
how did you run into that a lot? How do you get through it? I mean, listen, Hennessy and cognac is not the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people drink Hennessy because it's what they're used to and what they like. You give somebody a fine bottle of cognac, it's not going to be
it's
the
not
same.
Henny.
It's not Henny, right? So how do you handle that?
In Farmingdale, I
Right.
just gave them Pierre Ferrand. Like this is this.
Okay.
Did I get backlash from my people? Yeah, they was just like you don't.
Yeah, the guy with was a brother that I
Yeah.
brought
Oh,
there. Yeah.
he's drinking Henny. Yes.
Yeah, and he got cognac
Yeah.
with cranberry juice, but he didn't
But it wasn't
like
the same.
He didn't like
No,
it.
it's not the same. And they was like, oh, you're not black. That's what I used to get. I was like, oh, so the people that own Henny is black?
No, I didn't think so. No,
Nah. So I was just like, so.
those French folks, no.
So you just like the brand. Okay, no problem. After a while, for me, it was just the servers and the bartenders understood it and they could just deal with it.
They
But that's
handled it.
But I just wanted to be different. If there's something that's producing 1 million bottles a year,
How good is it going to be?
exactly.
Listen, I know the experience. I opened one of Long Island's first breweries, Long Island Brewing Company. It was before anybody had a brewery. It was 1994. Some of you folks out there weren't even born yet.
Yeah.
And I was with them for 4 years. And what was frustrating to me was that on the last day of my 4th year, I was at the bar saying goodbye to somebody, and 2 girls came in and a guy came in. They sat down. They were like, Bud Light, and Coors. And the bartender went,
Yeah.
and he was like, and this is 4 years into it. You know what I mean? He was like, okay, we don't have that, but we have a blonde
Yeah.
ale, and we have, and he went into his thing, and and that was they were able to get through that. The blonde ale was able to cover your Budweiser, Coors Light crowd. But when you can't, how do you handle that? You know what I mean? Is it just is it the education, or is it that your place is so strong that they're comfortable?
I think that it all depends on, for us, my staff was strong.
It was, yeah.
My staff, you know what I'm saying, at 291,
Bartenders with aprons.
but like they knew how to steer them to whatever. And if they couldn't, the personality won it over. That's now
And that
it's
bled
different.
that bled out of the ownership. That
Yeah.
bled out of you.
And it's like, for me it was we're different. Well, you're not having sports on the TV. No, I'm not. I want food to be on the TV. I want you to be engaged. I want it to be a full atmosphere. I want you to see your food come out the refrigerator, onto the stove, then onto the plate in front of you. It's a different type of engagement.
Because what you're saying, because I don't want to interrupt, but what you're saying is like you weren't playing like Food Channel on the TV. You were playing your channel. You were playing you. those were videos and those were things that were happening live, right?
No, I was doing like Netflix freaking Chef's Table.
Oh, is that
like
right?
That. Yeah. And the guy was just like, Venus and Serena on right now. I was like, that's great. I was like, but there's a bar
But
right
this
up
is
the
what we're
road.
doing here.
And
Venus
the
and
atmosphere
Serena
is
on
nice.
right
You know what I'm saying? The lights is low, like, and your wife is sitting there like,
yeah.
it was all two tops. Like it was
It
dope.
was a fly spot. It was very cool.
I opened up with the place that I should have shut down. My career should have been shut down at Hush.
Hey, you know what, man? I see what you're doing now with the truck. You know what I mean? And,
I love it, bro.
I think that, I got to be honest with you. I think that in the next 5 or 10 years,
Everything, bro.
it's going to be a lot of this. I mean, someone said to me yesterday, I was driving to an ACF meeting with a salesman from Cisco, a friend. And this is a guy that's been in the food business his whole life. Right? He went to culinary school. He was a chef. He worked with Don Pintabona. You know what I mean? He's Don Pintabona's nephew. You know what I mean? He worked, at Tribeca Cafe. He's been there, And he says to me, what are these food trucks? Where do you put them? Where do you go? I said, my friend. I said, even if you don't have a place to go, I said, my guy with the pizza truck, he turns down three birthday parties a weekend.
A weekend, bro.
And he says to me, well, what do you make a day out of these things? I said, well, I don't know. He goes to somebody's house for 2 hours, makes 20 pizzas, and gets $2,000. Ding. And then he goes to the next birthday party. Ding. Or if he's got no birthday parties, he parks up. I mean, I met him at my gym. Yeah. I come out of the gym, and he has a wood-burning pizza oven, and
it's dope,
it's
bro.
happening, you know what I mean? And now he has another truck.
Yeah, and
this
it just keeps on going.
Truck.
But it's every other place in the country. You go to Portland,
Huge.
You go to Texas, you go.
But they let you park around.
Yes,
here's a problem.
Yeah, everywhere you park, bro.
Like
I gotta pay. I
was gonna say you were like in the hardware, but then what happens? Like somebody comes and. Some guy that owns the deli says, I can't have this, or...
Well, that's what happened. When I was in Stop and Shop, first, I was in my hood. I grew up there.
That's your spot. Farmingdale's where you grew up.
Yeah, so I parked it in front of where I wanted to be. There was a bar that's been closed for about 23 years. I wanted that spot. I was talking to the realtor, hadn't gotten in contact with the realtor, so I was like, I'm going to park here till somebody
tells me to go.
Tell me to go. And then I'm going to say, well, who told me to go? This is the person I need to speak to.
Right.
Already planned it out.
There it is.
That happens. And they give me like some astronomical number. I'm just
to park in the parking lot.
To park in the parking lot. They said I can't do it. They was like, but if you want to take a space, I was just like,
well, here it is. We live in a litigious society. You know what I mean? Meaning that everyone's getting sued every 5 minutes. Yeah. So the guy who owns this property is like, well, either I don't have the food truck there and nothing wrong happens, or chances are I do have the food truck there, and then somebody trips over a sugar packet and tries to sue me because he were at the food truck. So, because the restaurant that he's renting out the space to has this massive liability, and if somebody trips in the parking lot, that all gets covered. You know what I mean? So, but like you said, you go to LA, you go here, you go to Texas, you go
Colorado.
I was in Boston.
And
they're everywhere.
You go to DC, parked in front of the White House. You got like 30
food trucks. You know what I mean?
You come here, it's a problem.
Long Island is
slow moving,
but it's happening. You know what I mean? And maybe the niche for us is that cats don't want to go to restaurants anymore. I mean, I don't know. Nick was just in here and he was saying how busy his place is, and he feels like restaurants are busy. I don't necessarily believe in that. I don't necessarily see that.
And for me, like what I'm doing,
Friday night, Saturday night.
Yeah, Friday night, Saturday night.
What are you doing on Tuesday? You know what I mean?
You make that an accordion. That's why I'm a different monster. The people that follow me, I don't even have a name for them. Like Rihanna has her people, her fans. Like,
like the Lady Gaga thing?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. But like people follow me. So whatever I do, but I try and do it right. Like when I did ramen, I submerged myself in noodle.
You really did.
Yeah.
You really did.
Yeah,
and not even noodle. This time and effort and skill that it takes to make just the soup,
the
just
broth,
the
it's everything.
Bar, right?
But then, like when you really get into it, like it's not just the broth; it's the salt that you use, the alkalinity that's in the water, and then like. But then people come from all over the place. Like Top Chef cats come, like, hey, what's going on, chef? And I'm geeking out, freaking. I Hall is like at the truck, and we taking pictures, and I'm just
saw
like,
that. How'd he get out? He lives on Long Island?
bro, we all East Coast cats, bro.
He just comes out.
Remember, he won first Top Chef, and he was from Glen Cove. He's a Long Island
He's
cat.
a Long Island guy, right?
So it's funny to me how people talk about Long Island like we're forgotten, but if you do your research, the cats that are really doing it nice, they came from over here, bro. We just went to the city.
Yeah,
we're like the farm team. Like,
not many people went to high school in New York City. You know, that are
like,
working there now.
Yeah, like, but to submerge myself in it, to have fun with it, that's great. Like and I think that's my chip, because I didn't go to school.
You're still doing the ramen on the truck?
Yeah, it's coming. This ramen season is here. It's about to get nice.
Soup is coming,
yeah.
right? How do you what do you out of the shops out? Because there's not a lot of it out here. Anybody that stands out doing the ramen thing out here?
No, I don't eat noodles.
What about Slurp in Port Jeff? You ever go there? You're gonna go nuts. He's gonna go.
Yeah, I believe somebody hit me up in my DM right after I blew a restaurant up, not even saying the name. He was like,
"You mean that thing?" Because I know you and I love you, and I wanted to let you know. That was nothing I ever saw out of you.
Yeah,
the place was no good anyway. Someone asked me, because I live in Port Jeff, and I go there and whatever. And I would put it on my DM, and a girl that lives in Roslyn, she was like, she says, "Oh my God, me and my boyfriend were gonna go drive out there." She's like, "What do you think?" I go, "Well, it's close." I go, "It's near my house."
Yeah, like, but people that
not horrible, but not interesting.
No, Rocky was doing it,
but didn't he work for like Chang? Oh, yeah, he did, right?
But when you're doing those numbers,
yeah.
And like when I would go to, I say Moo because Moo was one of the reasons why I really decided to just like make my own broth. I was giving them too much money.
Yeah.
Every day off, I was there like crack.
In there, eating.
Yeah, and then I would taste my broth, then go back, taste his broth, taste my broth, and then go back, taste his broth, and eventually, I didn't have to go back to him no more.
You didn't have to go no more.
You know what I'm saying? And I gave homage to him. Bro, there's never ever a time that I don't say, this is where
I came from.
Yeah,
that's all love.
It's all love. And his wife got tight one day.
Really?
Yeah,
she didn't like it.
I'm just like,
what is that thing made out of? That star thing? It's white with the red and with the pink in it.
Oh, it's
fish?
called the crab cake. It's fish cake.
It's like imitation crab.
Yeah,
but just like shaped funny.
I don't put it in mine.
You don't fuck with that.
No.
I see that.
Like I get real bamboo, like the bamboo shoots, and we make
the
menma. Like to me, cooking is therapeutic. It's just
something biting on that noodle that's just so amazing. Biting on ramen.
Yeah,
noodles.
it's just it makes you like you just go limp.
Yeah.
But that's that good food. Like good food should just take you to a place. Like, in the summertime, it's all about that cilantro, that lime. Like, you know what I'm saying? Going to Mexico and cooking with like the abuelas in the freaking Puebla. Like, yo, let's mill the corn. Like
doing it like that.
Yeah, it's different. Then you come back here and then and even if Muerte de Taco, the brand doesn't get off, but it's gonna get off.
Right.
It's gonna get off.
All right, I'm with you.
They don't call me Mark Bynum Concepts for no reason, bro.
I ain't gonna argue with you,
but like,
man.
you know what I'm saying? It's just different. It hits different, bro. Like the taco carts and the tequila. Yeah, the pie hole.
You dove yourself into tacos.
Yeah.
Killed it. That's a big business on Long Island right now. Huge.
Yeah, and everybody loves it. But it's just,
Is it that the
I
vibe can be? Is it because of tequila and
it's
the
all
bar?
of that. Me, I want a good taco.
Like I got next to me at Crest Hollow, I got this. What's the name of that joint? I can't even remember. I'm putting myself on the spot, but Dirty Taco.
I didn't want to say
Dirty
that, but
Taco.
go ahead. Yeah.
Every time I drive, when I drive my car out of it's never empty. This guy, never.
And congratulations, they're good business people.
Do you know the guy? They used to work at the Vanderbilt.
Yeah, they're Cisco people.
I
think they're Cisco people.
No. The girl was a bartender for us at the Vanderbilt. Her and her husband were like bar people. But yeah, they doing a killer. Like I called once from Crest Hollow. Like I wanted to get some takeout. The guy goes, "It's crazy. Call back in an hour." They didn't want to take another order, Mark.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Have you ever heard of that? Never.
Post-corona, yeah, all the time.
Yeah, right. All right, listen, man. I got there knocking on the window. Our time is up, brother. That's what happens here at
We
get
gotta have
wild.
to talk about the pie hole next time, bro.
No,
we didn't even talk about the pie hole.
We did. We talked about how incredible the name was. Mark's opening up a pizza place. It's going to be in Farmingdale.
850 Main Street.
That's it. He's working on the dough right now.
Yes.
He understands that sourdough. He understands starters. He understands that this is bread. Pizza is not just sauce and cheese.
No,
it's
it's
about
not.
the bread and it's
Yeah.
about the bottom. Listen, I love you, brother.
Love you too. Good to see you.
All the best things for you, and you know we're going to see each other again real soon.
For sure.
Again, you're watching the Go Crying and Walk In podcast, and I'm Chef Cholo. You already know.
Yeah, we out of here.